Hello, everyone, and welcome to Toonkind at 12 FPS. This is called Of Gods and Warlocks. My name is Heartless, and I will be playing Gille Trebble. I am joined by the lovely, the wonderful.
Hi, hello, I'm Vamp. I shall be playing, Mersel, the He Who Magic Man, the Star Trio Twink, the trophy husband.
Alright. So, Mersel, you've been away for quite a while, on vacation, right?
Yep. He went to Kibble on Bob's behest. He was pulled into it.
um, so now you've just gotten back, or you've been back for a little bit?
I feel like he's just gotten back. Like, it's been enough time that he's been passing out souvenirs for, like, everyone else, but not enough time that he's gotten the chance to do it for, like, Gille.
Mm-hmm. And Gil can be kind of absent from the apartment sometimes. So, this is one of the times when you entered through the front door and you see Gil bent over the new addition to the living room. And he's working on something. You want to roll me perception?
Yeah, sure, because he's so good at that. Sarcasm is sarcastic. Five.
It seems like, well, there's a kind of white cloth on the ground, and Gil's mostly crouched over it, over something. You can't quite see what exactly he's doing, and he's muttering to himself.
What you got there?
Hmm? Hmm? He turns around and looks up at you and goes, "Oh, you're back." Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Well, what do you have there?
This, and he holds up so it kind of looks like a really miniature, like, ruined well that he's gluing together. It's got tiny little rocks.
Oh, and should Sal roll something to try and figure out what this is?
I mean, you can, but it definitely looks like a tiny little well that he's creating.
Where are you? Should I ask why you're making a well in the living room?
mm, do you want to ask?
Kind of, yes.
It's
I mean that's odd.
Oh, I was gonna put like a little figurine in it, and when I don't know if it'll work, but what it's supposed to do is when you get close to it, the little figurine's supposed to pop out and spook you a little bit. I was gonna put it on the altar I'm making for Psychopomp.
Oh.
Oh, right. You haven't been back. Gil points to the table right beside him. I started making an altar for Psychopomp. What's happened while
Oh.
you've been away?
Yeah, I am sorry about that. Leaving on vacation, I mean.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, I didn't know you were making an altar. So then again, that's because I've been gone. And he's going to take a moment to like look at the altar.
It's it's very nicely painted table. Um, with the top of the table is painted mostly orange with black detailing that has the same symbol as the one hanging off of his horn, and the base is all kind of interestingly twisted around, and it kind of spreads out in an interesting pattern into six little legs underneath it, and those are
Hmm.
painted black.
Did you make this yourself?
Yes and no. I did paint it though.
Well, it's very, very good, Gil. Like, I've seen quite a few altars, and this is actually very good.
Thanks. Sammy gave me the idea to make one, and
Hmm.
so did a little bird.
Little bird?
Yeah, you want to roll insight?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, you have no idea
Hey,
what he's talking
you know what? I'm gonna use a luck point and re-roll. Oh my god. Yeah, he has no idea what Gil's talking about, and he's just little bird.
Yep, a little bird told me. she she said it might help a little bit. Turns out it was something different. Stuff.
Well, I have no idea who she might be, but well, you're certainly building yourself a little altar here. That's for sure. Have you got any idea of what else you want to add to it aside from, I assume, that miniature well?
Oh, I was gonna get some. I got Psychopomp, this giant book of scary stories, but there are these small ones that have different collection of stories in it that I wanted to put here. They're called heebie-jeebies. Ever heard of them?
Vaguely, yes. Horror isn't really my genre, but I've definitely heard of them.
I never
And
actually read any growing up.
horror?
No, the heebie-jeebies.
No time like the present, I suppose.
uh, Other things to do. People to prank with Psychopomp, for example.
You should introduce me to him sometime.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot simpler now, I think.
What does that mean?
Oh well, he was talking to me. Actually, I think this morning. Yeah, he told me this morning he talked to Bob last night.
Oh, oh, is that the first time he's been able to do that?
Yeah, most of the time he's only able to talk to me. And remember last time we talked, I said he wasn't talking to me. It wasn't actually what I thought it was. We're talking again now.
Uh, well, it's good to hear that you're talking, Ken, at least. And well, I well, if I'm not able to pass on the message myself, and tell him that I'm glad to hear that he's able to talk to others too.
I think he can hear you.
Oh, he's here
he
right now.
he's always with me. He there's this there's this funny thing. He can't go very far, so he's always around.
yeah. And well, he looks a little off-put at that because, well, that has some implications about like the kind of conversation Saul and Gil have had together.
Oh, don't. I wouldn't worry about it. Um, you know, it, hey, Psychopomp. You know not to tell anyone about the things that don't matter that we know about Mersel, right? And Gil waits for a few seconds.
And Saul just stands there. It's fine. It's fine, Gil.
Well,
Well,
this is important.
they're your patron, right? And I trust you, and I'm sure that they won't. Well, I'm sure they won't tell anyone. Like, who even is there to tell?
I mean, Bob might be interested.
Is that like out loud? Can Sel hear that?
Yes.
Oh yeah. He's hovering behind Mersel.
You see like Sel like jolt. Hi.
That was so fella.
Hi. Please don't tell Bob.
Oh, all right, if you insist.
Yes, I'm very much insisting.
And you probably shouldn't be gabbing about that particular thing to anyone else either, Psychopomp. It's really important.
Well, okay, fine. I mean, sure.
Thank you.
I guess I could do that. Do you need me to give you guys some space or something? I could go and bother the downstairs neighbors if you want a private chat.
Honestly, I don't think so. I actually came here to give you a souvenir.
Oh, well, you can go if you're bored. You don't want to sit around and listen to us just talk about boring stuff, Psy.
Okay, I think I can think of something to do. All right, don't wait up. I'll be around. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it was good to meet you.
And he just vanishes from sight.
Oh, looks at the spot where Psychopomp was, and like out loud, it's just, oh, those poor neighbors.
I'm surprised they haven't complained about anything.
I'm surprised they haven't moved out. Hell, I'm surprised that little black dog the lady downstairs owned hasn't turned completely white from stress.
Aw, man, that would be hilarious to see.
And yeah, the souvenir. And so, Sal takes off his hat and reaches into his hammer space. 9. He takes this out.
Oh, thank you.
He has to over to Gille, grinning sheepishly and going, I won it in a carnival.
Oh, so that's where you went, a carnival?
Well, I went to Gille specifically. Do you know the Siesta Fiesta town?
I'm going to roll history to see if Gil does know that town. That's a 7 plus a 5. That's 12.
That's 12. Oh, sorry.
It's injury workers. That actually does help. That would lower the DC a little. Um, CS. Oh, that's in Dreamworkers.
Sorry, well, I can probably just give in on me, but yeah, it's Fiesta Fiesta.
Yeah,
I visited there on my way.
yeah. I've never been there. I've heard about it a lot though.
Yeah, I feel like you'd get the kick out of it. It's very much a work hard and play hard kind of place.
Yeah, I've heard the parties there are crazy. Again, I've
Mm-hmm.
never been myself. Was a little
Well,
too caught up in old schemes.
criminal activity.
Of course. What else would a villain do?
And Saul actually as Saul hands a pumpkin over, he absentmindedly goes, I actually the carnival was fun in a way. I did clean it out with Lucky Jack.
Clean it out?
Yeah. One of the people at the carnival was very he wasn't that bad, quite honestly, but he had a magic staff that was very bad. And well, suffice to say that after that incident, the both of us weren't feeling very charitable, and we decided to empty out the carnival of all their first prizes.
Serves them right.
I actually did get more plushies for Bob and the rest of the gang.
I'm sure Sandy will be back at some point.
Mm-hmm. I
Kind of
hope
the
you'll
middle
like.
of the day.
Yeah, I hope she'll like the duck plushie when she comes back.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, the guy in question, the one with the magic staff, it was. I suppose you can call him a villain, but also not really. He tried.
He tried.
He tried.
Ugh.
I'll be lying if I said that I haven't met worse. It was actually kind of refreshing.
Well, they all can't be complex villains like me.
Yeah, that's true. He did give me sweet loot though.
Sweet loot.
And Saul rolls up his sleeves to reveal starlight bracers.
Oh, those are cool. What do they
Yeah,
do?
I have no idea. I haven't had a. Well, I'm not about to go stabbing into my friends with a magically untested dagger. I'm pretty sure that these bracers are magic. I can feel it, but I have no idea exactly what they do to my daggers.
Well.
Once did suggest that I could ask Bob or Splenda or any artificers I know about it though.
Yeah, you should ask Bob. Who's Splenda?
Oh, she's a friend of mine. I actually knew her before I met you guys. She's an artificer like Bob is. I did introduce them to each other once, and you can guess how that went.
If she's anything like that crazy person you asked to redo the apartment.
Yeah, something like that. They just went on a tangent about artificer stuff that I had no idea about.
Bunch of science nerds, a lot of them.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. I'm a nerd. Although speaking of Bob, I, I heard from a little birdie myself that so you turned into a kid.
Gil starts rocking back and forth in his seat, and he has to actually put the little unfinished well up down on the actually not down on the white cloth beside him, beside the paints that were sitting there, and oh, it was hilarious. Bob was so upset. And so were those two kids who got messed who got caught up. Oh yeah, and I met Tobias.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess that saves me. Well, I guess that makes introducing them to the rest of us easier when I eventually get around to it. But he was a kid, right? How small was he, Gil?
He was pretty small, shorter than I turned. I was 4. Huh. Yeah.
Stars. Oh, stars, that's so cute. Oh, you all must have been little babies.
Bond was taller than all of us, though.
Oh, that makes sense. He's an Arakara.
I'm gonna roll history again to see if Gil knows about Eric Rockers. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 19 plus 5. Um, actually, Bond's kind of a weird case. Most Eric Crockers, I think, are kind of, well, short for real kind. You know what I mean?
Well, Bond is tall as an adult, so it does make sense that he'd be tall as a kid.
Yeah. We spent the whole afternoon scheming.
Yeah, he did tell me about that. He told me that you
They?
both talked in Primordial and discussed kidnapping Bob.
Yeah. Oh, at the end, they helped me escape, so.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad. What do you think of Tobias?
I don't know. I didn't really stick around to talk to him when he wasn't a kid.
That's fair. Well, I hope to introduce Toby and Prim to the family soon, I guess, and hope you both will come along.
Um, I'm not gonna make a promise if that's what you want.
No, I wouldn't want to force a promise from you either. Just keep an open mind.
I'll say that I'll try. How about that?
That's good enough for me. And he smiles. Now, what about you, huh? You and your nemesis?
um, there's a thing about that. It's my nemesis and the damsel.
Oh, and how did that work out?
Gil just grins. You know what's really fun is going on dates. That's fun.
It is really fun, isn't it? Have you have you gone to have you gone to the amusement park yet?
No, I haven't. Oh, actually, one time, when I didn't before my no wait, I already told you about that. You remember, Sandy took Sammy and I to the carnival.
Oh right, I remember that. So well, that's I'll be honest, I did kind of figure that you both would end up dating one way or another.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's actually funny that you mentioned Sammy. Is he by any chance a Prismatome follower?
It's kind of obvious what the answer would be, Mersel.
Well, the thing is, I actually have never met him. I do know someone who does know him, though. Small world.
Oh, so you've met the little bird too.
Tally? Is that who you meant by Little Bird?
Oh no. Tally. Tally. I recognize that name.
She is so high and she's so tall and she has like this big hat and she's very sweet.
I'm going to roll insight. As a straight D20 because he is wearing the crimson band because he always wears it. Oh, that's a 15.
Alright, 15. Sal's not really hiding anything here. Like, you can tell that he's very fond of this person.
You said tall in talking about Tally, and I'm very confused.
Oh, he said, like, about this tall, and then he, like, kind of make a
Oh,
gesture
about
to
this
approximate
tall.
Tal's height. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. You're tangling with the talent stealer?
Hey, that wasn't...
What? That's what she
Oh,
does, right?
that's what she did.
I see. Getting out of the game. I don't blame her. That game is, ugh. Even for me.
From what I've heard, it wasn't even by her own choice. No.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I don't even know how old she is. She doesn't know how old she is. But I say she's about 12 years old.
Gil raises an eyebrow and then says, I know a few tunes who have been one age for 20 years.
Yeah, that might be the case with her. I don't know. I didn't ask. It's none of my business. She's a very sweet kid, quite honestly. And I'm pretty sure that she's close to that Sammy of yours, because she's mentioned him multiple times.
Ah,
And she did say that she's met Prisma Town.
oh, well, small world.
Have you met Prisma Town?
So he's going to reach into his, dark orange jacket. It's dark orange, by the way. Let's see, where's my D10? Oh, that's a 10. And he's gonna pull out a black umbrella with very particular orange and purple firework like patterning along the edge of it. And he just kind of lays it across his crossed legs and taps the edge of it and grins.
I'll take that as a yes then.
It's the little bird, by the way.
You called Prisma Town the little girl?
A little
The little...
bird. You know how you don't want to say where you got information from.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. And he just like props his cheek like on one hand and goes, at the rate we're going, the entire family's going to meet her before the date to hear us out.
The funniest thing about it is that Psychopomps met her.
Oh?
Yeah. And it was so weird. He said that somehow he got all the way to UPA. It was weird.
Oh, is this some kind of patron thing that we're just not aware of?
Yeah, it might be that. I I don't know a lot about gods.
Yeah, that's her. Well, there's certainly a lot of gods.
uh,
It's nice to see you get along so well with your patron, though.
honestly, it was my mistake for thinking what was happening, because that's not what was happening. You know?
Is it, is it about what you told me the last time we talked?
Yeah, he wasn't angry with me. He wasn't.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
there was something else happening, and now he's a little stronger. And that's what he says, anyways. Oh,
Hmm.
that might be why you could hear him and see him.
Yeah, that's likely why. It's a good thing that he's getting stronger, although I wonder why that's happening. And like he does like get like that mildly interested look that he always gets when he's talking about magic or arcana.
Well, I've been talking about him a lot, so
Ah, that's true. Belief and like belief and spreading of belief can definitely
but
make a difference.
yeah, but what he said is that Priz did something, and now he's a little stronger. He's got
Oh,
he's got like light in his eyes. Never had before.
oh. Well, that's a good thing then. Prismatone always, well, everything I've read about Prismatone and heard from Luca always says that she's a very nice goddess.
Luca?
Ah, yeah, he's a Prismatone follower.
Hmm. I wonder if Sammy's met him yet, because Sammy will go on and on and on about Pris.
Well, I could give you an address. Luca's an old friend of mine, and I'm sure he won't mind meeting another Prismatone follower.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm certain that you have gone to his star before, though. You know that candy star, abstract medium candies?
I'm done from history. That's 7 plus 5. It's about
That's
12.
all.
I've seen it. I've never really actually gone in. But, oh!
Mhm.
I bought these candies from Glorps the other day.
Oh?
Yeah. He's gonna roll hammer space. That's another 10. And he's gonna pull out a Lulapop and wave it around.
Oh, oh, a lollipop. They chase away bad dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one.
Are you, are you, and he kind of like hesitates and looks like he's whiffling waffling. Are you having bad dreams?
I'm gonna roll a thing. Wow, okay. Yeah. So,
That's a nine.
no, not really. No, no, not really.
He just looks at you, Gil.
What?
Listen, I know you're better at lying than that.
Okay, fine. Maybe I've been having a bad dream since I got stabbed, but what does that really matter?
Well, I mean, it does matter if it's bothering you in your sleep.
It's just. It's really weird.
Having nightmares?
No, this particular nightmare is really, really weird because it's not the usual ones I used to have or would have or have had.
Uh, what do you mean by that? What do you dream of then?
It's okay. So it's um takes a moment to try to like form it into something coherent. It's okay. I don't. It's weird because I'm small and there's a doctor outside who says I'm going to die, and I'm so terrified. It sounds. It's weird.
I'm gonna roll something real quick. 15, okay. Sal's like looking at Gille and like thinking very hard. And then he's just.
Mersel did get one of Calera's memories, didn't he?
He got 2.
Well, he got one because Sandy got one, and
No,
Gil got
he got.
one.
No, he got. He actually, he did get 1, but he also like had that vision when he picked up the phone.
The vision of darkness.
Yeah. And he taps his fingers like on the sleeves absentmindedly and goes, "Would this have anything to do with? Did you see any of Retrospect's memories?"
uh, Picked up a spool of thread.
Uh, that that might be it then.
Mm. Fuck. That's weird. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's well, it makes sense why it would feel so weird to you as well. It's not really your memories or your nightmare.
Yeah.
And Zal kind of stipples his fingers together. I mean, I did glimpse a memory, but I don't think. Well, I did glimpse a memory, and there was that thing with the phone, but I'm not sure if that was a memory.
Thing with. Yeah. When you picked up the phone.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever had nightmares like that, like relating to her memories.
It's, the nightmare isn't always like that, but it's the one I remember the most. The rest are all very vague in the sense that I'm going to die.
Is there is there any way, like, is there anything that can help you with it?
I don't know. Gil just kind of flips the Lulu pop in his fingertips.
Does well, I heard you told Sandy that sleeping next to someone helps her fight the nightmares away.
Yeah, but that was a lie to get her to sleep because she was refusing to sleep. I gotta talk to her.
Yeah, I didn't make her make me a promise though.
Oh,
I made her promise not to pretend to be happy around us and to go to one of us if she feels like she needs support.
Oh, that's good.
Made her pinky promise and everything.
Good.
Well, I know. Well, the fighting of nightmares, but maybe have been a white lie. But does it help you? Like when Sandy sleeps with you?
Uh, I don't. I don't know. I just usually realize she's there when I wake up.
Well, that helps. Just having that grounding thing when you wake up, that helps.
I didn't. I didn't have any nightmares when I was at Chifley's house, apartment, place. Mm.
Ifly?
Yeah, Chifley. You know, the blue haired tune that Sandy beat up and we kind of
Oh, yeah.
rescued. Chifley.
Oh, yeah, him. I actually met him some time ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I hooked him up with Tobias so that he could have an apartment.
Oh, so that used to be Tobias's apartment. Cool.
Yeah, small world. But
Gil
it
kind of just, as you say, small world. Gil looks up at like the fourth wall, kind of narrows his eyes for a moment. Yeah, small world, huh?
uh well, if it helps you to sleep at his apartment, and if it helps you to sleep with other people, then well, you should probably do it.
Gil just kind of waffles for a moment, and his tail behind him starts looping around and making hearts. Isn't that a little too early? I've only gone on technically 2 dates. One with Sammy and one with Chifley.
Well, traditionally, people would say that well, third date, but at the same time, you it's just sleeping. It's like treat it like a sleepover.
I've only had that once, and that last time I slept over at Chifley's apartment was the only time I've ever had a sleepover.
And did you both have fun?
I slept a lot because I was a dumbass.
And that's what matters, right? Like I'm not going to dictate like a relationship for you, but you probably shouldn't. Well, you probably shouldn't measure your pace at by other people's as well.
Okay. He genuinely does not know how to respond to that.
I can't believe the FPS has devolved into Cell giving advice. Cell is giving advice.
Gil needs the advice because Gil doesn't have the wisdom to realize this himself.
Yeah. Cell's just like looking at Gil and it's just you know how me and Toby and Trebble got together?
Um, you didn't exactly tell me how that happened, but I know it happened because you told me.
Well, we met because of the incident in the ECCR.
Oh yeah, you told me about that part of how you met, but isn't how you got together different.
Yeah, and so the reason why Toby gave his apartment to Shifley was because he has a new place to stay, which is the an interdimensional clubhouse that we stole from Kyle after we beat the shit out of him. Sal is grinning as he's examining his fingernails and going, "No, Rand. Very big space that can accommodate you and change depending on how you like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain that all three of us are quite happy about getting that away from Kyle."
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I hope he's homeless. Uh, but
I don't
anyway,
think he is, but I don't know.
well, at the very least, he'll have to suffer three terrible ends whenever he goes traveling. But
I hope he has to camp. Ha!
okay, camping isn't actually that bad when you have good company.
Camping is horrible. There's dirt everywhere. There's bugs. Ugh.
Yeah, but at night you can see all the stars, and you can just spend quiet time with your friends. But anyway, I'm getting kind of off track. We got together because there was stuff in the clubhouse that we needed to track down back to its original owner. And well, we went on a road trip. Needless to say, I on my second meeting with Toby and Tim the day before we actually decided to go on the road trip, we had a sleepover together, like in the bedroom. And we got together much later when in the middle of the field trip Tobias confessed.
Oh.
What I want to say is well, we're tunes and relationships take many forms. We're dating two people at once. It's well, it's not really something that you should stress yourself out over. You shouldn't keep measuring yourself against this imaginary timeline and thinking too soon or too late or anything. If it makes you happy and if it makes the both of them happy, and well, then go for it. Isn't that the most important part of a relationship?
Gil just has a thoughtful look on his face and says, I guess so. This is just technically technically it's my second relationship. The first one never got romantic because I screwed up.
And well, you're dating your nemesis, and I assume you're damsel. You're a villain. Like you're already breaking every rule there is.
It's kind of weird, actually. I keep saying that, but I don't think I'm a villain anymore.
Oh?
I'm a little more of an anti-hero. At least that's what Warlocks said. I don't even know what that means. You know?
Well, an anti-hero is well, you know what heroes are like in stories, right?
Yeah, boring.
Hey, the straight-laced, the lawful good, the people with outstanding moral codes and whatnot.
Yeah, sure. The people who hold up society and protect it and make sure everyone's safe. Ugh.
And then you have the anti-hero, because basically what would a hero do if the law they're defending are the people that they're keeping safe aren't good, if there isn't any real option aside from one outside their moral code.
Gil wrinkles his eyebrows together and he just kind of sits there for a moment thinking, uh, I don't know. I never read any stories where that actually was true.
Yeah, most people would rather keep it black and white. But in cases like that, anti-heroes, I would say, are, well, not villains. You do keep people safe and you do help people, but you do it by your own rules and you make your own playbook
Hmm.
and you decide how you're going to help others.
I don't really care about anyone else besides, well, everyone who lives here. Sammy and Chifley.
Well, then you're a hero to them, and you're a hero to us, I guess.
Hmm. That feels weird. It's just it's weird, Mersel.
And he's just grinning at Kill and going, "What, hero? Does that make you feel itchy or something?"
Yes. Stop saying that. Ugh.
Uh, well, if like if you having like if calling yourself villain feels the most right, then feel free to continue calling yourself that. Like, who's going to tell you no? The police?
They can't even keep me in jail.
Mm-hmm. I actually, it was a while back actually, like sometime last year. But one of the cops from Baldershund actually came to the studio asking after you.
Oh yeah. Lotus the bounty hunter. All right.
Uh,
I guess she's
what?
not Lotus the bounty hunter anymore, but
The what?
you don't know that your cop friend is Lotus the bounty hunter? Wow,
I,
Mersel.
at the mention of friend, like his nose actually wrinkles a bit. I wouldn't call her a friend. No, we met like twice. Once at Baldershund, and once during the whole time when she interrogated me, and I noticed that she was basically working herself to the ground.
Hmm. Uh, Marina. That's her name, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. She actually tracked me down and chased me around a little while trying to get me to answer some questions until she levitated me into the sky.
Oh my stars. Huh. You know, when she asked me questions, she told me that if I said so, she would let you go free the next time she came across you.
I mean, she did let me just walk away. I was kind of surprised about that, considering the
Oh,
bounty I have on my head.
I well, that's actually surprising because I told her to. Well, I told her I didn't want her to lose her job on my account. I just told her like she agreed to give you a head start at the very least. I didn't expect her to I didn't expect her to just let me go.
She just let me walk away. It was really weird.
Mm,
She asked me about Psychopomp.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
did she tell you why?
Apparently, sometime there was a forest fire, and Gil reached up and tapped lightly at the symbol hanging off of his horn, causing it to swing back and forth. There's a amulet like this one
I'm gonna roll
out there.
history. 13. That wasn't a very high to see. When you said that, Gil, Saul actually looks like he just remembered something. Ah, do you remember Solfa?
Yeah, my sister.
Well, Baldershant, I know I've told you a few details, but I think I might have forgotten to tell you. But the constructs that she
Constructs. Oh. Vamp! Vamp! Vamp, no!
uh art.
You were cutting out.
Oh shit! I was like, you just started saying that, and I was like, wait, what? What's wrong?
You cut out. I heard constructs and then nothing else.
Oh, he basically said the constructs that she used during the dinner slash ball. Well, after we defeated most of them and she ran away, they all had they all had basically that symbol within them.
What the fuck? What the fuck is she doing? I just don't know. What the fuck?
I don't know either. She actually he makes the face. She actually tried to play a game with me. She told me that if I could find that shape, if I could find that shape in the pool before dinner time was over, she would answer all my questions.
Hmm.
Of course, it was kind of cards were stacked against us from the beginning because even after we figured out they might have been inside those people, the employees at the ball, none of us were keen on Eldritch blasting one of them, and on the off chance that we were wrong.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. I
I
we've I really have to track her down and just fucking ask her what the hell she thinks she's doing.
mhm.
Why she's
Uh,
trying to kill people with musical talent. It's it's so weird.
it is. Well, be careful, okay? She did almost kill an entire. She did almost kill an entire ball's worth of people.
You know, honestly, I'm not really keen on facing her by myself.
Well, and he looks like he'll. Well, if you ever do track her down, I'll be happy to go with you.
Good, because I wouldn't have it any other way.
And he grins, and he kind of like knocks his shoulder together with Gil, and goes, "Well, you'll have my. Well, I don't know how much firepower I can give, but you'll have my magic unlock on your side at least." It did throw a wrench into her plans, didn't it? Having someone who knew you personally showing up at the ball.
Uh, I'm pretty sure if you weren't there, I would be blamed for all of that.
Mm-hmm. It was very lucky. It was a stroke of luck, and like he taps his sigil, he goes, "Very fortunate."
Yeah.
And well, I'm glad that I was there and could keep the damage to a minimum.
Yeah, only one person died, right?
He winces. Yeah, yeah. One person did die, and well, yeah. That was. I did spend a week just taking a break because one person died on my watch, and
Yeah, I know. I kind of spent the week in your cabinet, remember?
wait, you spent the whole week in there? What did you eat?
Cookies, candy. I have a lot of candy on me. Like,
Sal is tearing you down. Someday I'm going to be teaching you how to cook more than just deviled eggs.
uh, the the other day I actually I did cook something for Sammy, and he liked it. So,
What did you cook?
steak and rice.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I had to throw out a few batches of rice because they got hard. Ugh.
Oh yeah, that's what happens when you put too little water in the cooker.
Oh. So that's what I was doing wrong.
If you put too little water in, the rice will not be grow soft enough. But if you put too much, it'll turn into porridge.
Yeah, I think I did turn some of it into porridge too, and I just bleh. He
There's actually
sticks his forked tongue out and waves his head back, shakes his head back and forth.
there's actually a pretty good rule of thumb, and he holds up his thumb as he says that. More or less, it does change depending on the kind of rice you're using, but most rice, the accurate amount of water would be around a finger's worth above the actual rice.
Okay. Gil's just nodding. You don't know if he's gonna commit that to memory or not.
And he just and Saul just comes through and shakes his hand and goes, "Well, I hope at least your partners are better at cooking than you are."
I don't know. Pancakes that Sammy made were pretty good.
Well, if nothing else, you can bring them here every once in a while, and I'll just make extra portions for dinner.
If you're up for that.
I feed an entire studio. I feed an entire studio. You've met the people at the other studios. I'm pretty sure I can handle making 2 extra portions for dinner.
That's fair.
The engineer eats glow sticks, Gil. The engineer eats charcoal. That's what I got him from Ghibli. Charcoal, exotic charcoal.
He really eats charcoal?
He eats charcoal. I'm pretty sure I once saw Sharkskin feed him sticks.
Man, I heard he was a hothead, but I didn't think it was literal.
I mean, Sandy eats rocks and light bulbs.
Oh, she ate. Yeah, she did eat a light bulb, didn't she? Ugh. Gil just puts a hand on his forehead for a minute. Ugh.
Yeah. None of you all have taste. And he just points a finger at Gil accusingly as well.
I'm offended. Yeah, I don't like caviar because its texture is gross, but I have taste. I just can't cook.
And Saul just looks at him and then he grins and kind of hoidily he puts his nose in the air and goes, "What? I don't think you have taste, Gil. If you had taste, then you would refuse to eat anything other than specially important eggs from some farm in Ghibli."
Oh, you know, I used to refuse to eat anything except if it was imported from, where's that faraway, what's that faraway country called? Theatera.
Well, I used to refuse to eat, period, if my cutlery wasn't just the best silverware money can buy.
Remember how I turned up my nose when we were in Jotos?
Uh, you know, God, we really were spoiled rich kids, weren't we?
Were.
Hey, I actually learned to cook, you heathen. Anyway, at least, you're still a bit spoiled, and here he kind of like kicks playfully at Gille. I don't know what you would think if I wasn't here to cook for you.
I don't know, Bob seems to cook pretty alright.
God, do you even know how much a banana costs?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it costs, 10 gold?
No. How could you? A banana doesn't cost 10 gold. It costs 100 gold.
No! It must surely cost 1,000 gold. There's no way it could cost any less than that.
No, you're right. But you're still wrong. It doesn't cost 1,000 gold. It costs 10,000 gold. Only the best of bananas, the one with the golden peels. I do wonder if nobles are just like that everywhere. Your family used to talk your ear off about how important silk and whatever.
When I was 3. They even hired a private tutor to tell me about how important imported fabrics was. Blech. So boring.
Well, same. The tutors, they were. I'll be honest. As a kid, I was just counting the seconds, and like a kid, I'll then practice my magic.
I mean, honestly, not all of my tutors were bad. There were some decent ones. Especially when they talked about, how Ginsnep was founded, how the Ghiblian Empire got its start. Those things are interesting.
I suppose so, but I had like one-track mind when I was younger. I only really was interested in anything related to Arcana.
They tried to teach me about magic too, but that's when I just kind of started to think about other things.
Well, I'd say you're doing pretty well for yourself. I'd say you're doing pretty well for yourself, magic-wise.
That magic stuff doesn't really come from me. That comes from Psychopomp.
Well, yes, but you still have to, like, practice cast them.
Not really.
And he's just staring at Gille, and then he's just, alright, and it might just be a symptom of my pack.
Maybe. Psychopomp just kind of teaches teaches me once, and then I just do it. Although there are
That's-
things that I just end up just doing without like realizing, like that, like Misty Step. Figured out I could
Oh,
do that. It was weird the first couple of times.
that's a good spell. I don't know it personally, but quite a lot of people I know it actually. You know about Thunderstep?
Thunderstep. No.
It basically does what Misty Step does. It lets you teleport to a point within range and then out again. But the difference is it deals damage while you do so.
Oh, that's so cool.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Jack actually used it for the first time when we were in Siesta Fiesta Carnival together. It was quite cool to watch. Gods. And here he sighs, and he's just, I do miss, spells like True Polymorph.
True poly.
I don't think it's within Paladin's class. I'll have to brush up on that, but it basically lets you shapeshift.
Gil just looks at you like you've grown a second head.
I mean it. You can turn yourself into a dragon or something.
That. It sounds really cool, but I think you're pulling my leg.
I am not, and he looks offended. Granted, I didn't have that spell because I had to choose something else for appearances, but that is a spell that high-level spellcasters can learn.
Get out of here.
Oh, I'm going to take you to. I'm going to like bring out a spell book and I'm going to show you, and you're going to eat those words. Actually, you know what? If I'm right, and there is a spell called True Polymorph, it does what I say. What are you going to do? Are you going to eat like? Are you going to eat He considers, and then he goes, "Are you going to eat like a glove or something?"
A glove? Why would I want to do
I
that?
don't know.
No. Ew.
Usually, it's all this snorts. Usually, I would say, hey, usually it's a proverb where if you're wrong, you eat your hat.
I don't. Oh, okay. I own a hat, but no, I'm not going to eat my hat.
How about, fine, if I'm right, you will learn how to cook.
Ooh, How about if you're right, I will learn how to cook one thing. One thing.
All right, shake on it.
Yes. And he holds out his left hand.
And Sal takes it. And then Sal just turns on his heel and walks into his bedroom and walks out holding like a spellbook compendium or something, and then he shoves it in Gil's hand. Page 167.
Okay, got it memorized, do we? Gil flips to the page. Can he read this is the good question.
I mean, it's in common.
I'm gonna roll Arcana. Which is flat +2.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. That's a 13.
That's 13. I mean, like, maybe, like, the more, like, complex parts, like, fly over his head, but, like, he gets the gist.
Mm-hmm. Starting to give me a headache, Mersel. What's
Oh no, you're
insane?
not escaping that easily. True polymorph. I told you.
Fine, 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 fine. So what are you gonna teach me to cook, Mersel? Hmm?
Mm, and he pauses and thinks about it for a second. He goes, "Give me a few days. I'll look up the hardest recipe I know."
Ugh. Ah, psychopath. I shouldn't have agreed to this. Gil slams the book shut and hands it
And
back.
Sal takes it, and Sal grins, and he's just, "Come on, Gil. I can't let you have all the fun."
Well, I've been having a lot of fun while you're gone, so.
Yeah, I noticed. Were you the one to paint pumpkins all over my bedroom wall and the word embezzlement?
Actually, the word embezzlement came from this kid who was part of the chase team during uh oh my little carrot caper.
It's fine. I covered the word up with a drawing Bond made me.
Yeah, we were just having fun painting your bedroom.
And the pumpkins are nice, I suppose.
Do you like the bats too?
I do. And it does go well with the whole Night Starry aesthetic I have going in there. I will, however, kick your ass in a spar if you changed my furniture in any way.
What I may have stolen the wood and the stand for that. And he points towards the altar. But I can't fit anything larger than that in my hammer space. And he reaches up and taps the surface.
I I mean, if you need help like making the altar, I wouldn't mind lending you a helping hand.
No, no. This is something that I want to do for Psychopomp. I mean,
Mm,
if you wanted to add something of your own volition after it's finished, that's none of my business.
um, well, I suppose I can understand that. But well, I'm sure you'll do a good job, and the altar will be lovely when it finishes. I'm sure I'm sure Psychopomp will be tickled pink when you finish.
He does seem excited to have stuff, as he said.
Mm. Well, I suppose that pumpkin that I gave you, and he nods to it, is my little contribution once it's finished. Then.
I know the perfect place to put it. And Gil picks it up because he hasn't put it in his hammer space yet. And sets it just above the right eye that was drawn on the table. There.
That does look nice.
Yeah.
And I suppose he will get a kick out of knowing that it came from me and Shaq cleaning out a carnival.
Ah. You'll have to tell me the full story some other time.
Hey, Gil, roll inside.
Oh, that's a 9.
Yeah, Gil, you don't notice anything. But like for us, the players, Sal looks shifty.
Nah, that's totally how Mersel usually looks.
Yeah, totally. I like. There's totally like nothing wrong with this picture at all. So yes. Well, I should probably get started on dinner before the others get home. Anything in particular you want?
Hmm. Hmm. Uh, meat. Some
Meat?
kind of meat, please.
And he thinks, how about steak with poisonberry sauce?
Ooh, boysenberry sauce.
Hmm.
That
I
sounds
can
good.
I can probably make different kinds of sauce in case the others want something else. But yeah, that should be quite easy to whip up.
Oh. I look forward to it.
Mm. Well, I should probably go off then. And he smiles at Gil one last time. It was nice catching up with you, Gil.
Yeah. And I think that as Mersel walks off into the kitchen and Gil turns around to start building the tiny well again, is where we can leave off.
Eee. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.